What is up, y'all? Rich Pintan Catholic Dadcast. Going live because I felt obliged to share how much fun I had with the interview with Father Donald Calloway. Let's just say it was just a whole bunch of fun. It was lively, positive, very enlightening, as you would expect. Um, and quite honestly, probably had a hard time keeping a straight face because we were cracking so many jokes, and just a down to earth, cool cat to have a deep conversation with. And so it was pretty cool because he talked about his conversion. He talked about being a lost man looking for happiness. Um, Talked about how God is so merciful even in our brokenness. And it was pretty amazing to hear just a small piece of where he was before and where he's come 14 books later and X amount of years of doing God's work. And he really talked about the how well the his book, the 33-day consecration to Saint Joseph, and everything that all the feedback he's getting on how it's transforming the lives out there. And it was just an amazing experience to have the one-on-one opportunity to share with him. So the reason I came on to go live here was for a couple of reasons, and it's for the most part it's going to be very brief because everything's very fresh in my mind because it was a really extraordinary type of experience to have that um, one-on-one talk with him. This is going to end up airing. Um, the interview itself is going to end up airing on Ash Wednesday, um, and it's a reminder for all of us that Lent is around the corner, and you have really the next several weeks to look at how are you going to approach it. Is it going to be another Lent that you passes us by, or is it going to be a Lent that is going to allow you to go from mediocre to excellence? Is it going to draw you closer to God and form a stronger relationship? In other words, are you going to have an ordinary or an extraordinary Lent? That's the question. That's what I want you guys to ponder. Because in my eyes, one of the best ways to develop a deep faith formation through the Lenten season is to engage in the 33-day consecration to Saint Joseph. Daily readings, meditating on what it is that Saint Joseph meant to the Holy Family, why he was entrusted to protect Holy Mary and baby Jesus, and grab a few people. Starts on February 15th. We can do it all together. And I'll be doing that here in the Tri-Parish area here in Orange County, California. And I invite you guys to do the same thing in your areas. If it's anything like what I experienced in the past year, you guys are in for a wild ride, because I don't think we realize how much of a gift Saint Joseph is to us, especially as men that are trying to find answers in life. Who knew Jesus any better than Mary and Joseph? So the last thing I think I want to leave you guys with is about the interview was specifically what we discussed, and what it was that inspired Father Calloway to write the book in the first place. He talked about two things. He talked about um, the family, and specifically the need for fathers, the need for men to be virtuous like Saint Joseph, because of all the brokenness that we see in society. He pinpointed it right to what's needed. Number two, it was came down to trying to reignite evangelism, and that's the need for the church. So, without telling you everything that we discussed, we probably could have talked for 2 hours, quite frankly, because we got pretty deep into it. Um, but to be respectful of his time, we were very concise about what it was dads needed to hear. So as far as the church goes, to reignite evangelism it's number one, the Catholic Church is a gift, and it was formed to make sure that the gospel lives on. Number two, who's the church? That's me. That's you. That's the community. That's fathers. That's men. That's families. That's us as leaders. We're the ones that have to lead the charge. So I think what I'm trying to say is his message to us was that we have to be better, way better. And it's really up to us to reignite God back into the community, in our families, into society, and overall into the Catholic Church, because the battle is real. I see it, and I'm not going to be like everyone else that's kind of ignoring it. So I think I'm just encouraging you guys to look at his message to us. And again, given that it's the year of St. Joseph, by all means, guys, to me, he's meant to lead us this year. And I believe he is exactly what we need right now. I think Pope Francis hit the nail on the head. This is what we need, St. Joseph. So I'm going to let you guys go. As always, praying for you guys. Peace and love. Peace out. Holler at your boy.